my name's Steve, can I help you? Or how about, are you okay? Is there anything I can do to help? Two very simple questions. And yet I've seen so many people, including healthcare professionals, get it so very, very wrong. So what's it all about? Why is this introduction stuff so important? Well, for starters, we never assume somebody who looks like they need help actually wants it. It's about getting consent. When you approach somebody, maybe for the first time, you need their permission to help them. If you see someone, for example, bleeding from a badly cut arm, you can't just rush up to them and throw them into the nearest chair, jump on top and apply pressure to their arm. Well, you could, but you've just committed assault. And I think you'll find in most places that's still illegal. If you're at work, chances are you might actually know the casualty. They may know you, that's fine, but you still need permission from them to save them from their blood-gushing torment. So ask them, what's happened? Even if it's blatantly obvious, because getting them to explain things helps you work out what state they might be in. Are they drunk? Have they taken drugs? Should they have taken some drugs? Have they got a head injury? As well as the obvious blood loss. Ask them, what's happened? Give them a chance to respond, then, okay, I'm first aid trained, may I help you? If they say yes, happy days. On the other hand, if the casualty is someone you don't know, first introduce yourself. I'd say, for example, hi, my name's Steve. I can see you've had an accident. I'm trained in first aid. May I help you? If you get a yes please, a nod or a grunt accompanied by them holding their arm out, it's giving you a better access to it so you can have a better look, take that as them giving you consent. So why is this so important? If a person agrees to let you help them, verbally or otherwise, then what you have is permission in the eyes of the law to help them. This is implied or expressed consent. Grab hold of their arm now, it's legal. It's not assault because you've asked them. They've said yes, you have their consent. If, on the other hand, they say no, shake their head or pull away, then you do not have consent. You do not have their permission. You cannot help them. Now, maybe they're scared. They may be embarrassed. If they're losing a lot of blood or extremely ill, they may not be thinking straight. Some may even be aggressive. There may be substances in use that they didn't get from the supermarket, if you get my meaning. So, no arguing with them or getting yourself into dangerous situations. If it's all going horribly wrong, leave. Clearly, you can't just stand there and let someone bleed to death. So what do? You need to try and gain their trust. Talk to them. Tell them why letting you help them is probably a good idea. You can still dial 999, ask for an ambulance. That's still first aid. Remember, knowing when to ask for help is a vital part of first aid. It doesn't matter how good your instructor was. You can't fix everyone. If this is someone you work with, get the boss involved. Maybe he or she can persuade the person to let you help them. Maybe they want someone else to help. That's fine. Don't lose sleep over it. It's nothing personal. Now kids, they're an odd bunch. Ask their mum, ask their dad, ask big sister, Uncle George, anyone who's overseeing the small humans. Ask permission, get it, carry on. But what if someone is out cold, not responding to you, maybe not even breathing? They're probably not going to answer, but ask them anyway, because they may still be able to hear you, so you're not going to make their pulse race for all the wrong reasons. Witnesses may be able to back you up, saying you did it all by the book. Go ahead and ask. Then, if they are unresponsive, the law says you have assumed consent. Imagine one day you're lying in the gutter somewhere, unconscious, maybe not even breathing for whatever reason. Some good Samaritan walks past. I think you'd want them to stop and help you, yes? Good. So that we're clear, ask, get a yes or nothing, then help. Get a no, don't. But still talk to them, still try and gain their trust, still call for help, friend, colleagues, a boss, an ambulance. Talk to them, even if they don't answer. Even if you think they're dead, keep talking to them. They may be able to hear you, just not respond. Now, an awful lot of accidents happen after the phrase, hold my beer and watch this. So, how do you get informed consent from someone who's not even on the same planet as you, let alone the same page? Maybe the casualty has some obvious mental illness. Be careful. I know some people who have and look like they have a mental illness. They are far smarter than plenty of people who don't. Being physically and mentally disabled does not mean stupid, but you still need to ask yourself, does this person understand what I'm saying to them? Do they know what's happened to them and what is going to happen if nobody does something? Are they capable of making an informed decision based on what you have told them? Remember, a few seconds have passed since you first came across this casualty. Have they understood what you have said to them, and have they agreed to you helping them? Good. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.